Happy Heritage Day to my African brothers and sisters. Nna ke sentintiling sa le roba le theka sefatana se fatelang ba geshu fela ke se tlogolo sa ditlhaping tlhapi tse di relelang ka gara seretse. Well, that's from my mother's side. From my father's side, you guys know me as Hosi Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono Ngaraga Kaizeni Makazela Hosi Amatimba. Guys, today I've got a few topics to cover with you guys. First, are you guys aware that this issue of Chinese brands, especially in the motor industry, is getting now too much in South Africa? Are you guys aware what is going on here? Or you are just enjoying these new cars with the beautiful features, the beautiful tablets inside the cars, and they are very cheap, low installments and all of those things? We need to talk about this. Hartbeespoort Dam. Guys, there is some racism that is happening there in the Northwest where African people don't want to move from the dam. They want to own it because the former apartheid government gave them leases of more than 100 years. It was so long ago that some of those leases have expired. You know, the 99-year lease rule. Guys, I also want to speak about White River, or White City rather, in Soweto, where residents are saying that, Abu, my friend, your Pakistanis and the Indians and Somalian brothers must come back. You remember Operation Dudula was chasing them away? How interesting is it that our African people who are supposed to be patriotic to South African people are now saying those people must come back? What could be the reason? Let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. Guys, heritage is very important. First of all, African people, let's stop this nonsense of celebrating our heritage only one day of the year. I have a problem with that. I said, our African queens look so beautiful on Heritage Day. You ask yourself, why this Europeanizing of ourselves? These weaves, all of this, all makeup is an African thing. They stole the ideas and made it seem as if it is their thing. But makeup is our thing. But we always used our own hair. Our African sisters look so beautiful on Heritage Day. You walk around town and you see beauty like you have never seen beauty before. And we only see it sometimes only on traditional weddings and traditional events and Heritage Day. It is wrong for us as Africans to celebrate Heritage Day just once a day. Hey, your heritage is who you are. You celebrate that throughout the whole year. You don't wait to kick out the dust out of your traditional attires only once a year. So heritage is a beautiful thing. Talking about heritage being a beautiful thing, I think some of you have saw the post that I posted, I think maybe 2 days ago, on the 21st of September, where my tribe was celebrating one of our kings, Hosi Zinjiva. Hosi Zinjiva is actually a person who was born in KwaZulu-Natal. My ancestral bloodline comes from that side of South Africa, and then moved to Mozambique, and then from Mozambique, you know, the north of KwaZulu-Natal, then moved to Mozambique, and then you find us also in Mpumalanga. You find Hlongwanes in Limpopo. So all of the Hlongwanes, whether they are Zulu, Swati, and Tsonga, and you find them in Mozambique, wherever. We actually the same people coming from the same bloodline, and our bloodline, we can trace it back up to the 14th century. Actually, it's deeper than that, but I encourage you for your own family to research where your family tree comes from. It brings such an honor, what you call a sense of pride when you know who your great parents are and where they lived. You know, it's so sad that we did not documentize everything properly as Africans. But when it comes to my family, the living libraries still tell the stories till today. I'm actually the one who's trying to documentize everything in my family. I started, I think, 2 years ago to say, hey guys, let's write down the names. Let's write. So if we are gone, our grandchildren must not struggle as to tracing the bloodline, where we lived, what is going on. I'm busy with a family book that I'm currently doing just for the Hlongwane bloodline. So thank you so much, guys. I want to talk about the Chinese car brands, whether it's Cherry, whether it's GMW or whatever these brands are. They are now too much in South Africa. I think there's 8 or something like that in South Africa, if I'm not lying. Yeah, because there were 4 and some more came, and I was like, hey man, what is going on here? What is going on? And you would ask yourself, King, why would you have a problem with this Chinese brand? They are competing with the German brands, and they are, you know, giving us a better quality because they have improved their machinery, and they are what you call giving us a lower monthly installment. You know, I'm telling you guys, we are going to find it very difficult as Africans to penetrate that market of the motor industry. We're going to find it very difficult. We're going to find it very difficult to even penetrate the cell phone industry. If one of ours come up with a phone, if one of ours even thinks of coming up with an idea of building a car from scratch with an engine that is made in South Africa, everything that is done here in South Africa, it's going to be impossible to compete with the Chinese and the Germans and the Americans. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm that Pan-Africanist who says, why do we need China? Why do we need Russia? I'm that guy. I see what Ibrahim Traore is doing, and he's doing very well. Mali and Niger. I said, why is it the involvement of Russia and China? I know when they come, when China comes and Russia comes, they scare away America. America can't do as they please because they know the Russians and the Chinese will assist you. But in the economy, in the markets, I'm telling you guys, we are not going to be able to penetrate what is going on. Think about what is going to happen 10 years from now. 10 years from now, it will not be normal to drive a German car in South Africa. 10, 20 years from now, all the cars that you will be seeing in the streets will be this Chinese industry. You will not be even able to recognize South Africa anymore. It will be like China. I matriculated in a school called Cultura High School. This is in Bronkhorstspruit in north of Pretoria. North of Gauteng, not north of Pretoria. North of Gauteng. That's where I matriculated. And there in Cultura Park, we have the biggest Chinese temple in Africa. It's in South Africa. The biggest Chinese temple in Africa is here in South Africa. I'll see if I can get some pictures for you guys. So I'm saying to you guys, celebrate paying less. You are no longer driving BMW. You are now driving, so many names of these cars. You are now driving the Q series or whatever it is of this Chinese brand. I am telling you, I am warning you guys that we are not going to notice, or we are not even going to know who we are anymore, because they're importing their cars. But just like BMW, they're going to start assembling the cars in South Africa. And they will have deals with the government whereby they will going to start to kick German cars out. I promise you, Nas. My car, my BMW was assembled in South Africa. Imagine Imagine. And what do? We are bringing jobs. The factory, the assembling factory is in South Africa. So people are going to be employed, and what my PM was built here. So people in South Africa are happy with the job instead of being happy with ownership. We don't want ownership in South Africa. That's why I keep on telling you, we can fight the farm worker who's undocumented, but we'll never fight the farmer for the land. I will keep on reporting that until it hits some of you in your head. That why is it that you don't want the farm? That why is it that you are so concerned about the job, but you don't want the farm? You guys understand what I'm saying? So once King said so, says, okay, we are building PASETA, the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture, and in the technology field, we want our children to manufacture new phones and whatever, go in deep and manufacture new gadgets. How are you going to compete with the Samsungs and whatever phones that are there with the per unit cost? Unit cost. How are you going to compete? How much is it going to cost you to assemble one phone? From start to finish. Software, hardware, production line, finished. Into a box, packaged, everything. How much is it going to cost? And your phone, how is it going to compete with the Huawei and all of these phones? Oppo and all of this nonsense? You guys tell me. I want to know. And then you find yourself, the issue that many South Africans don't understand is this, and I'm finishing with this topic. South Africa has got 62 million people, and we were told that Stats SA actually got those numbers wrong. It might be less, it might be long, it might be more. 62 million people. Let's just go with that number. How are you going to compare 62 million people with 1.4 billion people? That's the population of China. The population of China is equal to the population of Africa. That's why you as a single country in Africa, you can never compete with China. But if we unite with the integrated advanced border system, we can compete with China. Because we'll be having brains from Ghana. We'll be having the hardware from Congo. We'll be having the marketing skills of South Africans. You'll be able to compete, and the market will be bigger. But you want to box yourself in these small borders that you guys have. Once you open the border for free flow of information, goods and people, and you integrate the borders, rather, let me leave the word open, integrate the borders just like America did. Put states, Texas state has got millions of people. I think 30-something million people. They are more than some countries. Botswana has got like 6-7 million people. Namibia has got 2, 3, 4 million people. Lesotho has got some of those Texas, New York and whatever, states, some of those states in America are countries actually in the concept of Africa. But in the concept of Africa, we have turned our states, instead of we don't say South African state, Nigerian state, we say Nigeria country. Yes. So it's not only though, they are penetrating our market, and it's difficult. Tell me an African product that is doing well in Asia. Tell me one African product, physical product, that is doing well in America. One. The only person that's doing well in Africa is the richest man in Africa now, who's Johan Rupert, with his luxury line and everything, his watches and all of those things that he's selling in the UK. But a black African, tell me one black African with an innovative, life-changing product that is overseas and is doing well overseas. Don't tell me about Amapiano. Don't waste my time. So that's what I wanted to talk about there. It's something that I will address again in the future. Think about it as we are going into Heritage Month, that we should now be wearing our own African attire and selling them overseas, because they love Louis Vuitton and all of those people. Some of the concepts, they stole them from African designs. You guys know what I'm talking about. So again, there's an issue in Northwest, the Hartbeespoort Dam. What Hartbeespoort Dam? Why am I messing that name up? Anyway, okay, let me play this clip so you guys can understand what's going on there.
Less than an hour both from Johannesburg and Pretoria, Hartbeespoort is a tourist hotspot for many people. The area boasts a wealth of recreational activities amidst its stunning natural surroundings, but there is also a darker side to it. Black business people say they are still subjected to racial intolerance centered around attempts to retain white privilege. They saw one restaurant owned by a black businessman torched, allegedly by white Africans residents recently.
Out of the area so that the area remains predominantly white. They're trying to deny us access to the dam economy so that the economy only remains only white, which is quite unfortunate because the dam is 100% government funded and government resourced.
Mwatu says the Water and Sanitation Department, which owns the land, hasn't been of any help to them. He has accused the department of giving the white community an upper hand.
The department is equally useless, and I'll say that it's equally useless because they are part and parcel of the system. The department is fully aware that white people have been occupying government land for decades and decades for paying no money, for following no process, illegally occupying it, and they've been saying nothing about it. When black people are applying to occupy government land, just in the same way as their white counterparts following due process, they subject us to market rates and property valuation. Was with white people, they don't do that.
The nerve of Afrikaner people in South Africa is too much. That is why Africans look at South Africa and say, yeah, you are enjoying this beautiful country, but it's not yours. You don't own the land. You don't own. These people are claiming that they have leases that are more than 100 years. I mean, that are 100 years in the land that they are staying, that they were given by the previous apartheid regime. Now, the current government has cancelled those leases. Actually, they are now producing 2-year leases, 24 months leases. They have produced some of those leases and given them to our African brothers. Listen to that nonsense. The apartheid government gives leases of 99 years to their own people. Our government gives 2-year leases to our people. Are we not a joke, Tina Bantu Abamnyama? What are you going to do with a 2-year lease when you want to start a tourist attraction? So these guys can claim that the dam is theirs. They can claim that the land around the dam is theirs. They want to monopolize the tourism sector there in the dam. This is what is happening there. You come as an African person with papers, you've got the title deed, you are busy there trying to build the business, they burn it down. They even beat the guy up 2 years ago, but at least he won the case and the guy was arrested because he was badly beaten up. He was badly beaten up. It was a very sad thing to watch. You know? So, again, we as Africans, when we hear this type of stories, why are we not fighting the way we're supposed to fight? Why are we not going there as a unit, as Africans, and saying, oh, you did what? You beat one of our own. We are coming there to show you that you touch one of our own, you touch all of us. You guys understand what I'm trying to say? We don't do that. If it was a Nigerian person, and I'm so sorry to make this example on Heritage Day, but the way we fight our African brothers is different. Some of you don't even care if people are getting beaten up at the Hartbeespoort Dam, Hartbeespoort Dam, whatever. You don't even care. It's none of your business. Because you want petty things. You want Miss South Africa, who's playing for which soccer team, who's singing where, who stole which song, whatever. Those petty things, who's dating who divorced who, those are the type of things that entertain our people. And that is why I said, I'm actually announcing to you guys, because I've always told you guys that we are starting a group. We are starting a company by the name of Paseta Legal Minds. I'm so happy that we are, the advisory panel of Paseta has given me the green light to talk to you guys. And I thank them so much for advising Paseta and giving us direction. So we are here now, where we are saying we as Africans must have a legal arm that can fight for us, especially for Paseta. You guys know we had challenges from trademarking and registering our internet domain. Somebody stole paseta.com from us and registered it before us, just days before we registered it. But because I announced it on the internet, they registered paseta.com, and then they were selling it for more than 20-something thousand. Luckily, that stupid person did not register .co.za. That's why our website is paseta.co.za. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we need a legal arm that can fight for us, and not only for Paseta matters. Not only for Paseta matters, but also for matters outside Paseta that impact and affect the lives of Africans. So this Paseta Legal Minds is a group of law students, a group of advocates. We are looking to get some some people, some legal minds to come and give us advice on how to fight. So after they are established and I introduce them to you guys, we're going to open a bank account, a GoFund, and we fund the people, and then we fight cases in South Africa. Cases like somebody getting shot at a farm and being fed to the pigs, things like that. We are going to fight them legally. So, because some of these things, it doesn't matter how much we comment on the video. It doesn't matter how many lives we make on TikTok. It doesn't matter what we say. As long as we don't act, in the correct way, that is very impactful in court. In other words, what we are doing, we're just making noise here. And you guys know, how long is these things that we are doing online going to last? How long? How long? You guys understand what I'm trying to say? So, if you are in the legal field, you want to send us your contacts, you want to contact us, and you want to be part of the team, you want to send some advice, maybe you've got some people that you want to suggest that we should approach, our WhatsApp number is here. Send us those WhatsApps and tell us you want to be part. Let's create this group. Let's make sure that we form a strong team as Paseta Legal Minds. Many South Africans are going to be saved because of this thing, and I want to create this in every country where Paseta is. In Namibia, in Angola, in Zimbabwe, in Lesotho, in Uganda. I want to create the Paseta Legal Minds. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? We're trying to do something. This talking. I see next. Let's go to White City in Soweto, where it's been reported that our people are saying they want about my friend back. Guys, if you can't take, listen to me, if you can't take the township economy, how are you going to take the agricultural sector? If you come, and I've always warned you against Operation Dudula, to say they can attack the problem, but they don't have the solution. They don't have the solution. There's a value chain or production line of running a tuck shop. It starts from manufacturing the goods. We don't own the manufacturing of the goods. Whether it's Zimba chips, biscuit, bread, whatever, we don't own. As black people, we are not there in significant numbers. From the manufacturing company, you then go to the warehouses. There is logistics involved there, transportation of those goods from one point to another. There, where they are placed in bulk, we also don't own those warehouses, those cash and carries. We don't own them. You guys understand what I'm saying? You then have an issue that you must go buy in bulk there. You as an individual South African, when you go buy there, because the people that you are buying your food from are either white, Pakistanis, Jewish, or whatever, they see you, they don't give you the discount that you deserve. They give their brothers and family and friends discounts. With you, they give you a small discount. They give you a 2% discount. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't compete with them, my friend, who comes there and buys in bulk and buys for 10 shops. When you want to reopen the one shop in your town, in your block. Excuse me. Happy Heritage Day. So we have a situation, you buy, but also you have to think about the transport fee, going and fetching those goods with your little buggy and taking them to your home where you are opening this shop. I'm hoping that you are not paying rent, that you also have to consider when you are making up the price. If you're paying rent, you have to make up the price. Now you have chased this, my friends, away for valid reasons. Food is expired. Children are dying because of eating contaminated food and all of those things. Valid reasons. But you don't plan around on how to take this economy over, the township economy. Remember, the township economy only injects to the GDP 3%. 3%. So even that 3%, you are unable to plan properly for the 3%. So imagine now if you had to take of the agriculture sector, how much percentage does it contribute to the GDP? That's why you see me trying to educate you guys about farming and everything. Do you know how much this machinery of farms cost? Let me make sure that I got everything for you guys. So every time when we take such moves of chasing people away, we need to be wise in our approach of replacing systems with systems. You can't block a system, but you don't have a counter system towards that system. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, my African people? Is there someone who understands what I'm saying? Go in the comment section and type, I understand, King. Just go and type, I understand, King. So it's a strategical movement, a slow process of taking over your township economy. That's why we have started with Baseta, the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. We are saying, we the older generation, we have wasted time. We have wasted our youth years. We are now stuck in debt. We are stuck in life. We have too many debit orders. We want to plant a seed for the coming generation. How do you plant a seed in children? You don't teach them one by one in your household. In my household, I can teach my children Pan-Africanism, but they are not going to change the community with that Pan-Africanism, I promise you. How we change the community is to gather the children in one classroom and teach them the same thing. Then we've got a greater chance of impacting the surrounding community. So our children, one thing that we must teach them also is to say the township economy, the money must revolve around African people. Then we see that our children, we have equipped them with the correct knowledge. Not you and me. You're just thinking, I'm going to chase that my friend away, and then after I chase them away, I'm going to open the tuck shop myself. No, it doesn't work like that. It starts from the production line. We have to own the whole value chain. We have to own the whole system for us to be impactful. People are complaining. My friend is, I have closed. People can't withdraw money anymore. The goods are too expensive. People are crying. I bring back my friend. Bring back my friend. Why? Because I've always told you guys, many South Africans are not truly patriotic to South Africa. They're patriotic to an easier life. That's why when you ask South Africans, what do you want? They say, we want electricity, we want water, we want free housing, we want jobs. They don't say we want to own the mining companies that supply coal to Eskom. They don't say we want to own the farms. They want the jobs in the farms. They don't want to own the malls. They want the jobs in the malls. So there's no patriotism towards Africa and towards South Africa in most of our people. They just want a job, man. Just a job. You understand what I'm saying? So, PASETA is what we are doing. It's the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. We are saying, our African people, let us unite and build something that will impact generations to come. And we are asking about 10,000, why am I saying 30? 10,000 people to each invest 100 rand, 50 rand, 20 rand, 10 rand per month. You say, I'm going to contribute to this school because I want to see this school become successful. You guys understand? So just to explain to you the whole thing that is happening, what we have is founding members. Those are the 5 founding members. It's myself, it's Chief Mutsamai from the Khoisan Kingdom. He's a real chief, okay? A real chief. And then we've got Katleho, who is our graphic designer, who's doing all of these beautiful logos, by the way. We've got Ujabu, who's running all of our documentation. We've got Ulazola Kefas, who is the IT specialist. He's the technology guy. And you've got myself, who's, I guess I'm the marketing guy. I guess I'm heading marketing. So after those people, we still have additional people. We've got people that we call the strategic partners. These are the people that we are working with who are running in the industries that we want to touch. There's many industries that we want to touch. If you want to know more about that, visit www.paseta.co.za. On top of that, we've got what we call the marketing team. On top of that, we've got what we call the IT team. On top of that, we've got what we call the advisory panel team. Our documents must pass there. We had a business plan, and not a business plan, a business profile, and they said, King, we don't like this profile. Change this, do that, this, all of these things that they have made, beautiful inputs that we are busy with now. So the business profile has been reviewed, is being adjusted and amended right now as I speak to you. And then we've got, what did I say? We've got a community hub group. And oh my God, there's so many, and I run all of these WhatsApp groups. It's on top of Uganda, on top of Namibia, and Lesotho will be formed very soon. Zimbabwe will be formed very soon. Angola will be formed very soon. I'm just speaking to individuals; they're not a team. So there's that type of value chain, that our communication thing that is happening there is so big. So you also want to be part of PASETA because you've got a skill, whether it's graphic design, whether it's IT, whether it's engineering, whether it's architect. I'm struggling with the architect to get our architectural design. I'm struggling, and they are so good, these guys that I'm working with, but they are swamped with work. They're saying, King, we're so busy, we can't get to the PASETA thing, but we'll get to it. So if I can get architects who can design the school the way I want, because I do have an architectural design on it, but it's not what I want. I want something African. So I need people to come. Some people will say, I'm a lecturer. Some people will say, I'm a teacher. Some people will say, many people have got so many expertise to bring on the table. Don't sit with that skill. Help us build our school. I said no to international donors that want to help us with money. I said, no, this thing is going to be built by Africans with African money for African children. That's it. Nobody's going to fund us. We're going to be crowd-funded. That's it. The people are going to fund us. The people are going to build this school, and the people are going to be proud of this school that they are building. Because what does it help? We build a school, we go to China, they help us, they come here, they build us a school. What is African about that? Do you guys understand my point? You'll tell me on the comment section if I'm right or wrong. But anyways, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. I hope you guys enjoy your Heritage Day. I'm going to start my Heritage Day with a 10-kilometer run. It's been some time. I've been doing 5 kilometers. It's time I do 10 kilometer for a change. So thank you so much for the support, guys, that I'm getting here on YouTube. I hope even when I don't say thank you, you know that I appreciate you guys. You know, I appreciate the support that you guys giving. Some of you have got my personal number. Some of you are using the WhatsApp number here to communicate with me. Like, I'm so thankful for this God-given appointment or opportunity for me to speak to you guys. I'm so grateful for YouTube for giving us this opportunity. How else was I going to meet our African brothers and sisters? You know, I'm so grateful for everything that I have in my life. And I'm one of those people that have always said that if I die today, and I was saying that before Paseta, he said, if I die today, I have achieved so many things in my life. I will die a peaceful death. But now, because I want to build the Paseta, I told God, hey, those plans of dying and taking me early, postpone them a little bit more, so that I can see the opening of the school, at least, you know. So I want to see our school being opened, and I want to see all of these other businesses around the school, like Paseta Legal Minds and Paseta School of Politics, Paseta Tourism, all of the stuff that we want to do. I want to see those things come to pass. And then after that, I want to see myself passing the baton to the next generation. And then God can take me after that. You know. But I'm that person. My life is not a normal life of a mid-30s person. I've lived this life. I'm okay. You know, that's why I don't fear death. Like, I would welcome it if it comes. I'll welcome it fighting, but I'm told not the death nyana is stupid, careless, but I'm saying I've seen life, kancane man, and I know I'm still a young man. There's still so much to see, but with this Heritage Day and everything, we're just living life in the hopes that people will remember us. Like my tribe, my bloodline was remembering horses in Jiva. After so many years, I mean, he passed away in the 15th century. Look at where we are today, and we are still remembering him. That's all I want in my life, to be remembered with something that I've done long after I'm gone. Long, I mean 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 years after I'm gone, people are still remembering you. That is the best gift, and people will remember us when we build this school. I will write each and every one. Those who have donated on Paseta, we are recording each and every name. We're going to put them on a wall, and people will know who has contributed to Paseta. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Enjoy your Heritage Day. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.